I know. Just to think that we've done like 35 shows. It's
And just for those of you that aren't aware, those numbers are inclusive and of years of beginning and most of those of you tuning in. So yeah, we're continuing because yeah, we're was continuing. So
oh my God. I'm lucky to make it here right now. That's all I'm thinking. It's like I ended up nodding off and I woke up literally about an hour ago. And I was like, oh, quick, get up. But yeah, I've been trying to get as much rest as possible, trying to recover from being sick. I'm still a bit congested, like in the chest. So it's, yeah, I'm just waiting for that to finally clear up. So then that way I can enjoy this wonderful weather that we've got here in Wellington. I've hardly been able to enjoy it every time we have a nice day. It's like I'm just feeling too to want to go out. But yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much me. What about yourself, Marks? How was your birthday weekend?
I was just gonna say, yesterday was my birthday, and for all of our US and Canadian crew that are hanging out there on the chat box with us, big loves to all you guys. But on the date they've got, my birthday is today over there, so I've been getting a second day of Facebook notification love, so that's been awesome for the 2 days of that. Just for you guys out there in chat, yes, we are out there on the YouTube screen now. We have appeared. Can you let me know if my audio's all good? Because I got a cool birthday present and I'm not quite sure if she's 100% set up right. Show you guys. Hopefully, apologies for rustles and noises because this will be sensitive as. I got a new mic for my birthday. I got a blue snowball. I've got a cool wee little tripod and things. So yeah, that's my little birthday present.
Talks right into the mic, just the
Yeah, I know.
no.
Sorry, it's just off screen, and I don't want to hold it really close if I can help it. So let me know if my volume's okay, guys, or if I've got to turn myself up. Um, yeah, so it was my birthday weekend. We partied on Saturday night into my birthday here on Sunday, and it was a lovely weekend. I'm still feeling quite weak, quite recovery, I guess is what you would say. I
Self-inflicted.
Oh, completely self-inflicted, honey. Of course. So there's a whole lot of guests that both myself and my flatmate Ashlyn, it's her birthday coming up as well, in about 10 days. So we had a combined birthday party over the weekend, had lots of guests come in from out of town, and so we've got a few people staying here at the minute. They're all out currently. So if I suddenly, a bit later on in the show, have an influx of noise and people in the background, it'll be them coming back. And this, me on a vape show, is highly novel to all of them. So don't be surprised if maybe a couple of the girls want to stick their head in and say hi to YouTube. Because yeah, this is going to be highly novel. Either that, or they're going to sit on the other side of my computer desk and just watch me and make me really nervous all of a sudden.
Oh no, we're getting messages about the audio.
I just spotted that, so I'll just lean in here for a
Hear
second.
you.
Apologies that I will sort that out. I don't want to have to lean in
I
too
like
close.
that comment.
I don't want to lean
Celeb
into the mic like this.
YouTube can't handle our awesomeness.
Yeah. Got a mic? I just showed you guys on screen. Sorry, I just caught that comment in chat. I
Look,
can.
Donnie's offering. Did you see Donnie's offer? Offer to stream the show for us.
Why are you gonna stream my show? Don't think I won't take you up on it.
Okay.
There's nothing.
It's very tempting.
Well, what's wrong with the stream? What's happening? Are they just talking about my audio, or are you buffering? Is the stream being weird?
I'm not sure, but
I don't know.
people want to help.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a little confused here. Sorry, I was just rambling there for a minute and I wasn't actually watching the chat box. So, yes, I am leaning forward right now. I am sort of above the microphone, so I will be a little bit loud. Oh, maybe we are having maybe issues again. No. No, okay. One YouTube page is telling me one thing and another saying another. Oh no, yeah, okay. It says audio's gone. Are you just, guys, sorry, I'm just scrolling back through chat. Were you just losing me because I was talking and moving and I'm not used to this mic yet and how it works and its directionality? Or were you losing the whole audio for both of us? I just need that clarity made for me, please.
is it both of our audio? No, you can only hear me.
Okay, yeah, so it's me and this, it's me and trying to set this microphone up. Can you all hear me now? How's it doing? Oh my god, that is so loud for you, Megan.
That was a bit sultry.
I was going to say, do I have to get my microphone lean on? This is a little bit more of a different YouTube look than we usually rock. I don't want to have to get like little bedroomness going on.
Bedroomness.
Alright, I might have to chuck my headphones in because I'm going to turn the mic up real loud on OBS, which means you'll start echoing, Megan. So I'm going to chuck my headphones on, see if we can solve this once and for all. Because I know for a fact the issue right now is my new mic and me just getting these settings tweaked. Because
yeah, I'm just looking at the video.
I like it. I just got it yesterday.
Video.
Well, hang on.
No, I can't hear you at all. Really? I can lip read. Really? Really? I can hear you now. What? I don't know.
Anyway, Megan, North Shore Vape. I hope this does record some sort of audio. That's who we've got going on for our show today. Which way round do my headphones go? There we go.
So much fun.
Say something, Mix?
Something.
Cool. Just checking what volume you were in my ears. Okay, guys, I'm gonna turn shit right up and hopefully Mix doesn't echo, which is why I've put my headphones on, because we need to get into this and have a chat about our sponsor for the day. I feel like I'm on the radio now with the mic in front of me and the headphones on. Well, I'm not on the radio, I'm on YouTube. That is scary. Yeah, really? You can hear me now? Sweet. Alright, let's get this shit sorted. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna do some shout outs now. Let's get this game happening. Oh my god, I see Chubby out there. Hey there, buff stuff. I see you lurking. Chubby's a co-host over on our old network, the Trove Live network. Thanks for stopping by, honey. Who we got out there hanging? V-Dog, Mr. Vince, Mr. Wrench himself, Greg Paschuk. Yeah, I'm doing funny Donniness now because I feel like I'm on the radio with this microphone in front of me and headphones.
I think your audio's dropped out again. I don't know what happened.
How is this entirely possible? Nothing's changed.
I don't know.
I'm confused, Megan. Okay, so I'm actually just, this is recording, so I'm just gonna keep going. It does say that it's picking up my mic. Eh?
Is it?
Say that again, sorry, huh?
Well, I'm just thinking that if they can't hear you, will your audio be recorded on video?
Well, the settings I'm looking at is reading every time I'm speaking, so I would hope so.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm making a little bit of an assumption there, but I can only hope so, really. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect
I think the
audio
audio's good.
now.
Yeah.
Rob? Yeah? Okay. My mic on OBS, the setting is right up. So I'm guessing... Alright, I'll tutor with that later. As long as you guys can hear me, and obviously I'm just going to have to lean a little bit. I'm going to lean back when I vape because that will be really loud. So yeah, as long as you guys can hear me and I'm just looking like an alien, the headphones and what have you is what I'm meaning. We'll continue on. So NSVAPE is one of our New Zealand vendors here in Auckland. Up at the other end of the country to myself and Megan. It stands for NS, North Shore Vape. So North Shore is a large-ish suburb of Auckland, and they're relatively new, and they have sent both Megan and myself their full juice line. So we have both, this isn't a first tasting live review, as Megan and myself have had the opportunity over the last week, 10 days, to both vape the entire range. I'm not sure if Megan has or not. However, I have, because I did receive mine actually a few days before her. So there we go. I have tasted the entire range, and Megan's going to do live first taste reactions. So this is actually, you know, albeit different palettes, we trying the same juice will have different reactions because I know this line already. I have faves in it already. I have definitely figured out my loves of these first 6 juices that they're releasing. I'm not sure if hang on, I've got to move my seat down a touch. I'm slouching over this mic and it's there we go, gonna hurt my back. That's better. Okay, so Megs, you haven't tried any of them. Have you smelled them all? Have you read over the flavor profiles?
Yes, I have. Bear with, I almost forgot about that bit. I've just got to open up the little document thing that I ended up making.
Excellent. I'm so glad that you did that because I was thinking about how painful those profiles were going to be to read out. I hoped that you would do a Megan little doc thing.
Yeah, I mean, like when I did it, I kind of, from what I read, from what you sent me, I tried to narrow it down to a little bare essential sort of thing, I guess. And yeah, hopefully that works out okay. And that is in favor of like a juice maker.
Awesome. I hope so. But yeah, like I say, I've picked faves. I've tried this whole line. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody out there in chat right now. Also throwing me happy birthdays still. I don't know who I didn't say good day to before. I actually got slightly distracted when I was doing that. Lemmy, Church, Oa, Rob, Derek, Danny's out there in chat. I see you, baby girl. Danny, Dee's Rasta, shouting you out because I know you and Van are watching at home, or if Van's possibly still at work, but I know you're watching at home, honey. Danny is the other half of Van being one part of NSVAPE, our sponsor today. So we've got 6 juices, and we've also got a full line of these 6 juices to give away. So we're going to tell you a little bit later on how to enter that, and we're going to draw that next week on our last show for the year. So this is the giveaway right here. 10ml bottles, 60 mils all up the whole juice line. And
Come on, camera.
there we go. So the NSVAPE logo is up on the screen, just in the centre there above Megan and myself. Hey, yeah, you on this flash camera. Where's the focus at, girl?
It's focusing on my hand.
Hey, Moochie, darling. How are you? I'm so glad you dropped by. It's trying.
Oh, it was there like momentarily.
Yeah, it's trying. Okay, so I actually, like I say, I've had my birthday this weekend, so I've had guests here. There's been lots of stuff been going on in my house. So as per usual, because we all know by now it's just how I roll, slightly disorganized. I had my entire vape desk packed away over the weekend, and I've only just started pulling things out. So I'm just putting together some bats and a couple of mix to drip some juices onto, because I just realised that my Limitless has a full tank, and that's not one of these flavours in that tank. Actually, both of them, and neither of them are either of these juices. So I'm just having to suss myself out here a second. Vaping. Oh yeah, what are you vaping on, honey? I'm vaping on my D-Box, my Phoenix that I got my waffle one with the Limitless, and I got Sugar Baby in that because it's been birthday weekend for Sugar Baby.
Yeah, I actually might switch this up. So I'll probably switch over to with the Black Goon. I'm probably going to switch it over to the Limitless box. Actually, I switched it. The VT200 was getting a tad warm.
What are you vaping on?
I'll leave that there for a bit.
Like, what juice are you vaping?
Jeffrey Jungle. Come on, camera. There we go. Sort of. Are we glitchy?
Yeah, apparently, live streaming is actually all good at my end, so I guess it's just the YouTube game again. I'm just refreshing a couple of things, so hopefully we're all going. Okay, so how about we have a look at some of these flavor profiles? So Nostril Vape, description has their Facebook page link. They don't have a website just yet. Like I say, they're still relatively new, so they're a Facebook page only, and that is down in the description already. And Cam, Megan, whomever, will get spammed out in chat. So yeah, we're going to discuss their 6 flavors, and we will both vape on them at the same time. I'll give you my thoughts after Megan has done her first try reaction of all of them. Being that I'm the one who's vaped all of these flavors already, we'll let Megan go first for every flavor. because hers are a first taste reaction. So, just give me 2 ticks here to suss a battery. Megan, which flavour would you like to start with? What are you excited to try first, seeing as you haven't tried any of these yet?
I guess the first one I'd be that I'd probably be excited to try would be, I really hope I pronounce this right, Fritter.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I
It's
say
the
it.
Mexican fried ice cream.
Yep, that's pretty much how I say that one as well.
Try that one.
Actually, I think that might be it.
Neve?
Yeah.
Neve?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Neve. Pretty sure that's how Van was saying it to me. Neve, like how you'd say naive or Neve, Neve like Genevieve, sort of like that's how I envision the word anyway. Actually, so I quite like Neve Fritter. And Van sent me a 30ml bottle. Neve. So there you go, guys. Apologies if that doesn't focus, but that's how Nieve, Neve Fritter. So you want to read out the flavour profile for that one, hun?
Yeah. Mexican fried ice cream.
Is that all he wrote? I thought it actually had more on it than that.
I probably had more, but I wanted to sort of like try to condense it down to just like what it is. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be trying to decipher a whole lot of stuff, and I just kind of thought, you know what, I'll keep it to like bare minimum of it. It's a Mexican fried ice cream.
Okay, I'm just... Right, are you dripped up with it? Are you ready to go on this one? Seeing as it's the one you want to try first?
Yeah. Have a little try. Oh, it just happened to be the first I grabbed. Make sure I've cleared my jackfruit jungle. No fluff.
No fluff allowed.
Trying to be a vapor and you've got pets doesn't probably work very well.
Oh,
okay, so I'm just going to drip this into.
Oh, apologies.
Coils.
I breathed out right as I inhaled, and I just totally choked on it right as I vaped that mouthful. Apologies if that came through on the mic really loud. Oh.
That smells yummy.
Okay, so you're trying it right now?
Oh, and it's tasty too.
Mexican fried ice cream, guys. Is there a vendor in the States or Canada or... oh, excuse me. or in the UK, because I'm aware there's a couple of British out there in the audience. Is there anyone who does a flavour similar to this or something along the lines of that's out there already that we're not aware of? Because this is totally like a one-off new thing, this particular flavour profile for our country, or at least I'm not aware of any others who are doing a flavour like this. Please, someone correct me if I am wrong. Thanks, Vandy. Always love the birthday wishes. Thank you so much for everybody stopping by and giving me all the happy birthdays today. So just to reiterate what I was just saying, a Mexican
fried ice cream. So to me, this is a visual I have, and Danny, I know you're out there in chat, and being Van's partner, hun, Van being the mixologist of these flavors. If I say this wrong, please feel free to correct me as well, because this is just what I have in my head about it. So here in New Zealand we have Mars bars and Moro bars, which are just a chocolate confectionery bar. Those are brand names, and you dip it in batter and deep fry it, like how you would batter around doing deep fried fish and chips, or etc. etc. So to me, this flavoring is like a scoop of vanilla ice cream in that batter and deep fry. So take away the chocolate barness that I just said, although that's what I liken this experience to, with the deep friedness. So imagine a vanilla scooped ice cream dipped in that batter, however this works, and then hot flash deep fried, and then that's the crunch of hot fried batter and the cool vanilla ice cream on the vape. That's what I get from it, and it's a really visual vape for me, with that little context going on, with those flavors in my mouth. I don't know. What do you get from it, Megan? Like that, like I say, it's a really visual vape for me. Do you get anything like that little ramble that I'm feeling?
Yeah, I sort of like take it almost like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I've had like a Japanese version of it where they have like a scoop of vanilla ice cream and it's dipped in tempura and it's deep fried like, really quickly. Yeah, I definitely get that. It's really nice. Like, I'm trying not to re-drip it because I know I have to try others, but it's a very, very tasty one. I can see myself vaping it a fair bit. And because like my build is quite a warm build, it's even nicer like when it's quite hot. It's like, yeah, it's like having dessert.
So when I first got this flavor, I like completely chowed down on it. I loved it. This is my first original bottle, and I left some to taste test today. However, I didn't specifically need to, because I told Van how much I loved it, and he sent me this bigger 30ml. So I do have a little bit left there from that original bottle, but I immediately opened the bigger one. So and it wasn't until I said just before that I didn't have any of the flavours in my Limitlesses that I realised that was complete white lie, and my red one did have, in fact, fritter in it. So hence why I was just vaping on that just then, because that's full of fritter. It is a good flavour. I really enjoy it, and because it has such a visual tasting for me, like there is such an imagery that goes with those tastes and the texture in my mouth. I don't know, it's not so much a nostalgic childhood vape like some flavours can be and are designed to be. It's just a really enjoyable one on that extra dessert level, because I think it has the visual imagery. I don't know, that's just my personal, and of course these are just our palates, our opinions, all of that usual jazz. Our thoughts are our own, la-di-da-di-da. But yeah, it's a really visual vape for me. I enjoy it. It's a yum one. It's a real yum one. So, who would you like to try next, my dear?
Next one. Sure. Sherbet is the next one I want to try. It's a sherbet bubblegum.
Alrighty, hang on. Let me just suss this out here.
Just trying to find it. There you is.
I actually think I'm just going to do a little bit of safe practice here. We'll just pause there for a sec, Megan. I've been vaping on my Hex all day, and I was vaping on it yesterday as well. But I'm just going to do a battery change before I re-drip, because I got a feeling these babies are getting low. Sorry guys if I get a bit quiet. I'm still getting used to having this mic in front of me, so I don't know how far away I can really lean or still chat with clarity and some degree of volume. So yeah, let me know if I'm suddenly like, don't lean there, you can't hear you, but you're all good over there, or something. I don't know. If you didn't see it earlier, I'll do a little show and tell again, because I just see the cam is out in chat. I feel like I'm on the radio cam. Yes, I'm wearing my headphones. I got a mic for my birthday. So this is my new little birthday present, sitting down in front of me over here.
Fancy schmancy.
Fancy schmancy. With its cool little tripod going on. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking out there on the radio, and I'm just going to have to keep reminding myself that there's a camera up there. I only feel like I'm on the radio because there's a broadcasting history in my family, and wearing headphones like this, speaking into a microphone as such, just gives me those memories. So it's like muscle memory, which means I forget, obviously. There's a camera up there. So apologies, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just got to get used to this new little mindset. Alright, so I'm just changing some bits. Who are we going? Shub. Clean up a bit of leakage, actually. So if you guys...
I'd like a bit of a sniff test and a little bit of drip on the face.
Yeah, and what...
kind of excited about one as well.
That's not it. Which one are we? Hang on. I need to just sort of rearrange myself on the desk here.
Ooh.
So have you done your little taste test? Hand test, I should say.
Yeah, I'm almost getting like a lemonade.
You get a lemonade?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Almost like a... It's not like a lemonade, but I'm kind of getting it like you've had like a sip of like your lemonade, and it's not quite like that, but you get like that little tang that you would get from the fizz, which is what I'm probably guessing like the sherbet.
What did Van write in the description again?
Yeah, but it's definitely... It's sherbet bubblegum.
He wrote sherbet bubblegum. Okay.
Just seeing a comment out there in the chat from Lemmy, let me clouding out my cam. It doesn't take long. Well, I like that one as well. I really do. I can see myself vaping sherb on a really nice summer day, which is kind of good because we're coming into summer.
Alright, well, I really dig sherb. Because if you guys watch the show, if you have any sort of idea what sort of vapor I am, sherb is top of the list of this line for me. So, as you guys might have heard, sorry, and apologies for that, the little squeezy farty noise near the microphone just before, because I just literally emptied out one bottle of sherb. I have another little 10ml bottle here. Van also sent me a 30ml of sherb because it is my fave. Yeah, it's a sherbety bubblegum. For me, it's really quite akin to actual, what's that stuff that we used to have as kids? Sherbet powder? It was like a powdery form that you get in a packet and stick your finger in it. Or it came in a straw and you would suck it up, and it wasn't until it hit your tongue when it hit moisture, then it went fizz. That's the sort of vape that I get off this. So, you know, like I say, if you know me as a vapor, if you watch the show, I love my candy. I like my lolly vapes. This is definitely in that category and is a big winner for me. I think this will be maybe not their top seller, but definitely up there in their top 3 of these 6, definitely. Again, personal opinion. I love it. I absolutely love this one. So yeah, this is Sherb, obviously sort of abbreviated from the word sherbet, but with a U, not an E. And yeah, do you get the actual sherbet powder vibe from when we were a kid off it, Megan, or do you get a different vibe?
Like now when you end up mentioning it, because it's been ages since I've had sherbet, and you're sort of like taking it back to like when I was actually quite young. So the little white paper bag with the sherbet powder in it and the straw, and choking on it when you sort of suck it up too quickly. Yeah, it's like a mixture between that and like kind of like a fizzy drink, which is why I kind of got the whole lemonade thing from the very first taste. Bear with, I'm just going to push open a window. Actually, I might open 2 windows. It's getting foggy in here and it's getting hot.
All right, so what do you think so far? Are you liking NSVAPE's range? Like I say, you've got a little bit more validity here, being first reaction type trying, whereas I already have opinion on this whole line, and just am sharing my thoughts. So what do you like? Sorry, rephrase. Do you like the line
at the
so
moment?
far?
Yeah, I'm liking what I've tasted so far. Yeah, they're very, very good. Very good. I'm actually kind of excited to try the rest. So it's awesome.
Which one would you like to try next, my dear?
The next one. Yes, I'll try the strawberry, straw bizzle, which is the strawberry custard pie.
All right, just give me 2 secs here to suss that one out. Sorry, what does that description say again?
I put it down as like a strawberry custard pie.
A strawberry custard pie. Okay. I didn't read any sort of flavor profile for that one and just sort of blindly tried it. So that's an interesting profile for me. That's not necessarily what I got from it. Okay, so I'm going to change mod out for this one. Straw bizzle, where are we? I do have to say my only con so far, 2 cons, but I know the answer to one of those already. So first con being there's not enough information on these labels, Van, but you know that already. We've had that discussion. There's going to be warnings added, the child safety, do not drink, R18, etc., PG-VG ratios. All those little extras will be added at a later date. These were just the first preliminary run labels for their brand launching. So that was my first con, but like I say, I know the answer to that. New stickers are being made for the future. Second con, just for these 10ml bottles, is how tiny that name is of this juice. It's the top line up there, and it's a niggly little con because it's only for the label for this 10ml bottle. But when you're buying the full range shampoo pack, it is just a little bit frustrating to do the squinty. There we go. Megan's got her.
Hard to read.
It's and especially for this one particular juice. Actually, there's probably two of them really. But the longer named juices, you know, you find yourself squinting. Which one have I picked up? I can't quite read. Which, you know, and it's a little niggle, that one. But, you know, just some feedback, darlings. But I have already said these things to you, so you are aware of that one. But as it stands so far, really, so far, and like I say, I haven't given my opinion yet on all of things because Megan's still giving her first reactions. But so far on the general, those are my only cons. So, again with the flavour profile, Megan?
Strawberry custard pie.
Strawberry custard pie. All right, girl, hit it. Give us your thoughts.
I don't normally do custard vapes because a lot of them taste really artificial. But this one is actually a really tasty one. I kind of get more of like a vanilla with like a hint of strawberry custard. Not necessarily a pie. It's yeah, I think I might have to vape it like a little bit more to see if I can get that pie crust. But as a custard vape, it's actually really nice. There aren't very many custard vapes that I will do.
Okay, is that your first reactions? You want me to give you some of my thoughts now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm getting just a bit of like a cheesecake crust.
I want to say big shout out to Van. He just joined us out there in the chat. He's just got home from work, so big loves. So Van Tilsley out there in chat is the mixologist. He's one part of, I'm not sure if there's 2 or 3 of them that are NSVAPE, but he's the mixologist, the juice maker. These are beautiful recipes are his. And yeah, he's got another bro or 2. I'm not too sure on your deets there, Van. That's why I say that. Doing the business side of things and what have you. But these beautiful recipes are Van's. And Van did tell me that so far, and again, Van, I'm aware you're out there in chat, so correct me if my wording is wrong. Don't quote me, as they say. That this particular flavour has been the one of the least favourable feedback. Not that it hasn't received favourable feedback, but the least favourable. And Van was actually considering dropping it from the line, or at least when I last spoke to him he was. So I know you're out there, Van. Correct me if I've got that info wrong, or if you've changed your mind even since we last spoke. I am not a custard vapor at all, but I do like a good dessert when a nice one comes along. Strawberry custard pie. Use that layer of strawberries there on the inhale, when you swirl it around in your mouth, like that full mouthful, like as if you just bit into the pie, is where I'm tasting the custard, and on the exhale is where you get the crust. That's how it's coming through for me, and I quite enjoy this one, but I do have to say, and Van knows this, that this is on par with another one of my least favourite of his line also. Now that's not to say that it's not an amazing juice and it could be the one for you, and you know, everyone's palate is different. But all of these juices are amazeballs, like, to be quite honest, and this just happens to be my least favourite, but I'm not a big custard vapor, so that's predominantly my reason why there. But if you are, and you dig strawberry as well, this could be one that you'd like. Yeah. So those are my thoughts on this particular flavour.
Yeah. I mean, I just figured that if you like your custard vapes, then chances are you'll probably like this one. There's so much traffic going by at the moment. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's actually like one of the tastier custards that I've had in a while. I mean, like I said, it's like I don't really do custards, and there's only 2 other vendors that are in New Zealand that do a custard vape that I would actually vape. But yeah, so I can definitely see myself like vaping on that.
It's a good one. Like I'll definitely vape all that I have. But like I say, there are others in this particular line that I have favourites above this one, but it is still an enjoyable vape. Like I say, I'm not big on custard, but I do strawberries, and I do cheesecakes, and I do different types of desserts. So this vape won't be wasted by any means, but and I'm not necessarily sure that you should drop it either, Van, because I really think that each of these flavours will have a particular type of vapor. You know, there are so many broad palettes out there, and everybody likes something different. So, I mean, obviously, honey, it is your call. It is your juice line, and you're the one receiving the feedback, and everybody's going to say something different. Just because I'm not necessarily going to purchase it, I'm not necessarily going to tell you to drop it. That's not my place to whatsoever. It's just not necessarily one I would buy. But again, a lovely vape, totally vapable, and I do think there will be a market for it. Like, there will be people out there that will purchase it. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Custard pie. So yeah, it is an interesting wee blend of a dessert there. So it's not, you know, in the cheesecake bracket, it's not in the pie bracket, it's not in the custard bracket on its own. It sort of blends across a few of them there, I think. It is an enjoyable one. It is an enjoyable one. I'm just going to vape out the cotton here for a sec. So we're halfway through. We're 3 down. How are we going out there in chat? I see Freshy's arrived. Hello, darling. And oh, good to know. I had those deets correct. Yeah, there are 3 of them involved with NSVAPE. So Van, his beautiful partner Danny that I was talking about earlier, who's out there in chat that I was also speaking to, and a mate of theirs, Kane. And cool, correct on the feedback also. So good to know I remember that info correctly from our convo as well, darling. I'd be interested to see what you do with it, because the feedback will still keep coming in, being that your juice line is relatively new. And I think it's a really, it's a good range to start off with. A6 is a good number, you know, a little bit fruity, a little bit desserty, a little bit lolly. You know, there's a little something in the range for everybody. I think it's a good middle ground to start a line with. I think you're doing the marketing right, is what I'm trying to say. They're doing well so far, I think. Have you heard any feedback in the groups going around about NSVAPE, my dear?
What was that? Sorry, I missed that. I got distracted when someone keeps opening the door.
Have you just heard any feedback in the groups? Have you heard anything going around the word about NSVAPE? Word on the grapevine is where I'm going with that.
No, I haven't actually. But then again, I haven't purposely gone out of my way to sort of look out for any posts. And I haven't been horribly active like in the groups for like the past few days, just due to me like trying to recover from this. So every now and again, I've been muting myself so I can cough. So yeah.
Fair enough, darling. I did happen to catch a couple actually, and just generalizing on the broad aspect. Word on the street is Van, Danny, Kane. You guys are doing well so far. Good feedback. Good community receiving you well is what I'm seeing around the place. Is what I'm trying to say. So that's always good, I think, for new vendors coming in. You know, depending on who you are, what part of the country, which niche of the community, you know, you're delving into as to how you're initially received or how you go about your marketing to put yourself out there initially too. All of these factors are valid. I think you're being received well, Van, and that is awesome. And our groups and our community, New Zealand being so small, but of course our vendors growing all of the time. And it's a really good thing to see. Kudos to you, honey, because it means your Flaves is doing it right and you guys are doing the biz bit right. So, what flave would you like to try next, Miss Megs?
I guess the next one would be NPS, which I hope I got this down right. It's a nectarine pear apple martini.
Yes. So I'm going to put battery in my able for this one. So just bear with a sec. Have you given this one the smell test yet?
I can definitely smell the nectarine.
What are your first thoughts? Oh, I just hit my dick on my nose. I just juiced on the end of my nose off my dick. Oh god, that would have sounded all wrong. There you go. You guys get it every episode in some form, don't you?
Yeah.
Got hair on my face now. So, your thoughts on NPS, my dear?
Yes. The first taste that I get the nectarine. The apple and the pear is quite subtle. There's something else there.
Something else you can't quite put your finger on it? Do you like it? Is it enjoyable even though you can't quite place it?
I mean, it's a nice vape. So far from what I've tasted at the moment, yeah, I'm a little bit conflicted. If I vape it a little bit more, like at the moment, it's just my taste buds are telling me it's like, yeah, it's all right. But like we always say, it's like taste is very subjective. I'm quite fussy when it comes to my e-liquids.
So you're not quite sure on this one. What does the flavour profile say again? Read that to me again.
Nectarine pear apple martini.
Okay, so the NPS.
I feel like I'm missing something.
It stands for nectarine pear sour. So the martini, apple martini
Also the
aspect
apple martini.
is like just a touch of tang. And it's sort of, so for me, the pear is the strongest for me on the inhale. You get that nectarine in the mouth, and then the sour, the apple martini is there for me on the exhale. That's the layering that I get for this one. This is one of my top three. So now if you've been listening, Neve Fritter, Sherb and MPS, they're my top three ones. So I also have a 30ml of MPS. This is a recipe that Van played around with for a wee while, actually. Different degrees of sour, removed the sour entirely. I do believe that he's pulled it right back, and there's just a touch, just a smidge in there now. I couldn't tell you percentages or anything, but compared to the original recipe, he's pulled it right back. Some people liked it more sour, some people gave feedback that it was too sour, which is why he pulled it back initially to begin with. Again, each their own, subjective, and I think this is one of those recipes in Van's line that will always maybe be tweaked a little bit. I quite enjoy it. I really like this. This is a fruity one for me. This is a light summery vape. I could vape this one any time of the day. Like, it's not a heavy vape. It's I wouldn't say it's summery per se, actually, or it's not totally. Ooh, that's loud. Not totally light, but it's a good all day vape. I think it's got good substance. I think MPS is a winner, but again, every palate's subjective. I mean, you and me don't like all the same juices and what have you. This is a winner, I think, and I know Van has had a lot of feedback about it. Will it be one that you'd just be like, it's in the collection, or do you think you'd vape it? Gee, your connection's going real glitchy, Megan.
I know.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
Do you think this would be one that you'll vape?
I think once I get myself acquainted with it, it's not one of the first flavors that sort of pop out and make me go, ooh, yum, 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 yum. But yeah, like you say, both of us have different tastes when it comes to juices. But yeah, it's not a bad vape, but yeah, it's definitely not one of my favorites.
Did you see Van's comment out there in the chat box? The first mix he ever made, and it's been revised and changed and flipped around so many times that he can't work with nectarine anymore. So obviously, even if this gets tweaked some more, this flavour will just be what it is, and I don't know if we'll see any more nectarine vapes. So I'm just going to vape out this cotton a little bit. We've got 2 more juices in the line to go.
Why I'm sort of be quick to pick it up, because I don't do a lot of nectarine vapes. I've tried a few different ones, whether they're from here in New Zealand or abroad, and yeah, they've never sort of stuck. It's like, I'll eat a nectarine. You give me a nectarine, I'll eat it. And it's like, but in a vape, it's not horribly that. Well, it's not that enjoyable. Excuse me. It's not enjoyable to me. It's yeah, that's just me. I'm weird. I do have to say that I'm glad that there's no rock melon or cantaloupe vapes in there, because otherwise I'd be like, sorry, I can't taste this.
You know, like I say, I think he's picked a good range of flavours for that first release of a line. Like, you know, there's a little something for everybody across the board, I think. So we've got two more flavours left in the line to go. One being apple bacco and the other being dragon. What would you like to try next, my dear? Just reminding everybody out there who's watching the replay or hanging out in chat that I have pre-tasted this whole line and already have faves and my thoughts around these. But Meg's is first reaction live trying the line for the first time. So yeah, that's where we're at today, talking about NSVAPE, North Shore Vape, who are a relatively new vendor here in New Zealand, and yeah, we're discussing the 6 flavors in their juice line, and we'll do another flavor, and then before we do the last one, we'll have a chat about this giveaway of theirs that we're gonna do. Which flavor would you like to try next, honey?
Yes, I'll give dragon a try. I don't think I actually wrote down for some strange reason what that one was. So I'm trying like a crazy maniac to find to find the post. I mean, not necessarily the post, but what you sent me.
They're in.
Unless you know what it is.
They're in the Ohm Kiwis message box, honey. Not off the top of my head. I mean, I know it's got dragon fruit in it, and that's about it off the top of my head. Van, if you want to help us out here, throw in the chat box the flavor profile for dragon. That would be a great help, honey. Just reminding everybody as well that being a relatively new vendor, these guys don't have a website up and running yet. They're just, you know, feeling out the market and getting feedback and what have you with what they've got to offer. So they're just running through a Facebook page at this point. So that is down in the description. Feel free to grab that and put that out in chat if you feel the desire there, Megan. So yeah, that's down in the description already for NSVAPE. And I can't answer, Danny, you might be able to answer whether or not you ship internationally, my dears. And yeah, or if people should just Facebook message your page and ask such shipping questions. So yeah, what do we need? Flavor profile for dragon. I don't actually have Facebook open whatsoever because I've got everything running the stream right at the minute, Megs.
Yeah, I went to try and have a look and just made my internet go ape, so I closed it. But yeah, if Van or even Danny are able to put in the description for dragon, that would be awesome. I just had like a wee sniff of it, and it's like, oh, that's a creamy smelling one.
Yeah, he just put it out in chat right now. It is a dragon fruit cream.
Ooh. I was right with the creamy bit then.
All right, take your first thoughts, my dear. Oh, Van just also added that there are hints of vanilla. So it's a dragon fruit cream with hints of vanilla. Your thoughts, honey?
it's kind of funny because I'm getting like a creamy-ish version of Dragon's Blood from Vapers NZ. And I haven't had Dragon's Blood for a long time, so it kind of gave me that little flashback of when I vape it all the time. When I started vaping, Dragon's Blood was my all day, every day juice. And it's kind of like a creamier version of that. It's actually quite tasty. It's really tasty.
Awesome. That's a great initial response. So Van's just throwing a few things out there in the chat box while you've been talking, just as the feed catches up to our delay. And yes, they do ship globally. So those of you watching the replay, go and check out that Facebook link down in the description for NSVAPE. They just throw them a Facebook message and they will accommodate to all. So global shipping, definitely. I just chucked the link out there for those of you that are hanging and want to go and have a wee peruse. Like I say, they're still relatively new, so it's just a Facebook page, still getting set up. But, you know, flick them a message, have a yarn, and obviously we're talking to you about the whole range, the 6 juices available currently in the range. And, yeah, we're loving them so far. So you like Dragon on those first initial responses then, Megan?
I actually do. It's kind of semi-nostalgic and and yeah. Yes, I like the creamy twist on it.
Yeah, that's also what I like. So I like a good dragon fruit vape when it's done right, when it's not too bitter, when it's not too sweet, when it's not too tart. So it depends, of course, on the recipe and the layering and how the dragon fruit has been used. So to reiterate that profile, this is a dragon fruit cream with hints of vanilla. And for me, it is exactly that. You get the dragon fruit fresh on the inhale. It's nice and crisp. And then as you roll it around your mouth, you're definitely getting that fuller, creamier taste that, you know, like you've had that mouthful of whipped cream or ice cream even. It's not specific, it's just a full mouth creaminess. And then on that exhale, for myself again, all opinion to my palate, the vanilla is there on the exhale. So I mean, I really enjoy it. I don't do a lot of creamy vapes. And when I do a creamy vape, I won't do it for an all day vape. It's like a treat. I'll have little bursts of it and save it for a special occasion or a few hours. I feel like something creamy and then swap to something else or what have you. This is definitely one of those vapes I think that would be there amongst my collection that I would swap to every now and again, and it would be a nice, enjoyable short term. But that is just like, my palate. I don't
really do a lot of creamy vapes either. Yeah, I don't do a lot of creamy vapes either. But yeah, I quite like the fact that that's in there, and yeah, it wouldn't necessarily become like an all day vape because I tend to prefer like more fruity type vapes. They're solely like just fruit, which is why I like jackfruit jungle so much. It's because it's just tropical fruit, so I get like bananas and pineapples and things like that in it when I vape it. But oh yeah, Dragon was actually it was, I guess, like a surprise. It's good.
It is a nice way surprise, I think, and it's a nice sweetness too. That vanilla that's there on the exhale, it leaves a nice little vanilla-ness on your lip, a little sweetness there that makes you want to lick your lips afterwards. I mean, that could just be me, but I really enjoy that. It makes me feel like I'm having a slightly desserty-ish Vapers, or the edge I would put this on. It doesn't sit in the fruit category with having the dragon fruit there. I think with that creaminess, it sits in the dessert category. And it's good. I fucking like it.
Yeah.
So before we hit onto this last one, let's have a chat about this giveaway. So we have 60 mils here, the whole juice line, 10 mils of each of these flavors that we've been discussing today, and we've still got one more of the range to talk about. That's up for grabs for you guys, and that is globally available, whether you be New Zealand, Australia, US, Canada, wherever. Me and Van, myself, whichever way you want to say that. Grammar police, I'm thinking of you, Phil. We'll sort the shipping on that. It's a global prize up for grabs. So what we want you to do is, in the comment section of this video, I would like you, so again, if you're watching live, wait for the replay to process and upload. So come back in a little while after the live show's done. Comment down in the comment section, hashtag NSVAPE rules. Don't care if you use the S or a Z. NSVAPE rules. That's the hashtag to enter the competition. You have 7 days to enter this, guys. And again, repeat, global competition. So free shipping no matter where the winner is. 7 days to enter this, and we will draw this on next week's show, which is our last show for the year. I actually wanted to have a wee chat to you about that, Megs. I was thinking that, depending on our travel plans, because I'm aware that both of us are wandering around the place, that we could do an impromptu surprise, not necessarily a Christmas show, but in between, maybe Christmas, New Year's, or something before we come back for the new year. I don't know, we'll have a chat about that, but I reckon it would be a nice surprise, I think, if our subscribers got a wee little notification that we were going to go live and say hi. Have a chat about what we've been up to with our fans and what we've been doing for the holiday period. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that?
On Saturday.
I didn't say a day, honey. I just said sometime between Christmas and New Year's, maybe.
Do you want to do that on Saturday?
A surprise show.
Well, sometimes between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, just a surprise show. I know.
Hopefully I can.
Yeah, just putting it out there, love. I'm aware that we hadn't talked about that. But, yeah, a few people have been sending me some messages that they're sad.
It would be an awesome time to do it.
Yeah. A few of our subs have been sending me messages that they're sad that we're going to be off air for 4 weeks. So, and that next week is our last show for the year. So, that's what made me think of that. But we'll have a chat about that later. So that is what I would like you guys to do. If you are keen on trying these juices, NSVAPE, that we have been talking about today, please come back to this video later on if you're watching live. If you're watching the replay, then chuck a comment down in that comment section, hashtag NSVAPE rules, and that is your entry, and we will draw that next week. So you guys have got 7 days to get in on that giveaway, and that'll be awesome. And just to reiterate, that is available for all to enter. That's global shipping covered. So yeah. One more flavour to try, Megs. What do you think about this particular flavour, eh?
Yes.
Actually, which one am I going to try?
One more flavour, and that's apple bacco.
Just figuring out which RDA I'm going to put it on.
Oh, I like the smell of it. Apple bacco is an RY full with crisp green apple, marshmallow, and Bavarian cream.
I'm sorry, read that again. I hadn't actually read the profile for this particular one either. I mean, I've tasted it and I have my thoughts on it, but I hadn't read it.
Apple Bacco is an RY4 with crisp green apple, marshmallow, and Bavarian cream.
Oh,
It
okay.
smells yummy.
Didn't realise it had marshmallow in it. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, hit that shit, girl, and give me your thoughts.
Oh wow. I was going to say, it's like I don't do tobacco vapes at all. But that is incredibly surprising because it's really good.
And what are your initial thoughts on those flavors, my dear?
I'm getting like the bit of like the RY4, like the tobacco layer in there. The crisp, like the green apple is very well. It's not subtle. It's there. It's definitely there. But I like the fact that you got the marshmallow and the Bavarian cream in there to sort of sweeten it and kind of give it like that nice little, just slight, creamy note to it. It's really good. It's got me wondering whether or not if my mum would like it. I'm trying to convert her. Trying.
Okay, so just to remind our audience, for those whether you're watching live or replay or you're a long time viewer, whether or not you're joining us for the first time, welcome if you are. So Megs wasn't a smoker prior to her vaping journey. So this particular flavour is one of those interesting ones that albeit I love Meg's feedback on all of our flavors that we get to review and what have you, but when it's an RY4 based flavor, I always find it quite intriguing to get a non-smoker's viewpoint when those of us that have a smoking history will obviously have a different reaction to those types of recipes. So yeah, I don't know, Megs, could you see yourself vaping it, or is it just one that you would, you know what it's like and you could recommend for smokers or to be converted, to like what you were just mentioning with your mother?
In terms of me vaping it, I can probably see myself actually vaping it. Now that I've had like a few hits from it, so I'm liking the sort of like the musky tone from it, which is what I assume that you probably get from like having a cigarette. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a tobacco vape that isn't like a full-on cigarette type vape and you're wanting something else in it, it's like having like that apple and the marshmallow and the Bavarian cream and whatever other little like things that they've put into it. It's a good sort of step away from having like a tobacco vape.
Van just said
I
out
mean,
in
it's
the
funny because
chat
it's like I've
box.
had sheep before.
And Van just said in the chat box, if you like this, he'll be amazed.
I mean, it's good because it's got like the apple in there and a bit of sweetness to it. So it's not all that surprising that I would enjoy it because it's not a full-on tobacco vape. But that muskiness is like, some reason this is, it's got my taste buds going, hey, what's that?
So for me, this flavour is definitely reminiscent of a cigarette. Not likened to or similar to, obviously, reminiscent of a cigarette. And of course that's because of that RY4 layer. It's been designed to be reminiscent. It's quite an enjoyable vape. I really like this one. That apple works well with the RY4, I think. Now, what intrigued me when you read out the profile was I don't get marshmallow from this. I get, on the inhale, I get the RY4. I get a throat hit.
Yeah.
And then I get the apple that swirls around the mouth as that flavour comes through. And on the exhale, I get the Bavarian cream. And I'm guessing that the marshmallow layer will be in there on that creamy exhale layer that I'm receiving, but I'm not specifically picking up marshmallow. Again, my palate. But yeah, I get that Bavarian cream on the exhale. I really like this. It's a good vape. For those, and I just wanted to reiterate, I'm not sure about yourself, Megs, but I tried all these at 0 mg, and also the RY4, this apple bacco at a 0 mg. You're still going to get a degree of throat hit there because of that RY4 layer, that tobacco reminiscent layer. I think it's quite an enjoyable one, and that people should have a throaty hit, not necessarily an RY4 based juice in their collection, but a throaty hit for those stressful days, those days where you're really fighting old habits, addictions, or just general, oh my god, I want something that's going to give me a little bit more satisfaction in this stressed scenario. That's what this liquid is for me. It's one of those ones that you'd have in the collection. Enjoyable, you like it. Unless you're wanting a daily throaty hit, you wouldn't necessarily all-day vapor. And there are plenty of vapors who do, and that totally is their all-day vape. Not everyone's like that low. But this is definitely a good one for a little bit of nostalgia of old habits, I think. Or for myself, at least, being an ex-smoker. It'd be a good flavour, I think, to try your mum on.
Yeah. Like I'm hoping, because it sort of still has the tobacco notes to it, and it's not nutty. That was the thing that she found with a lot of the tobacco vapes that she's tried, in the past. Like when we've tried converting her, is that she always found the taste to be too nutty, and I'm not getting any nutty notes from it at all. I think that she actually might like it. So who knows? This coming weekend, I might try and see whether or not if she wants to give it a try and see what she thinks of it. So who knows, Van? If she does, you might have an order coming your way.
I know for a fact that there's been excuse me. There's been a lot of positive feedback to Van about this particular flavour for a lot of those reasons that I just stated, the throaty hit and what have you. So I think this would definitely be a popular flavour in their range, and I personally, and again, just my view, think that most vendors, if not all, should stock a juice like this. Just not necessarily an RY for particular recipe, but a throatier hit recipe, so that somewhere in their line, you really are trying to cater for all different types of vapors, whether you're aiming for an all-day vape type juice or not. Again, just my personal opinion, and I'm not a vendor, nor am I affiliated with any such to input business ideas. That's just a view that I think would be beneficial, because there's people everywhere. They're all trying to convert still, and finding that right juice when you're converting someone is often half the battle. I say often, being that, part of that battle is obviously finding the right device, and part of that battle is psychological. The person has to want to give it a go and want to try and vape and really give it a chance as well. So, all of those are pieces to that puzzle. So, your thoughts, Megan? you have now tried the entire 6 juices available in the line of NSVAPE. Yeah. How are you feeling about the Van Danny and Kane's line now that you have sampled the lot?
Now that I've tried them all, I'm actually really excited for them. They have a really good range there that pretty much like covers basically every, I guess, area. From like kind of like your candy like style one from like with the sherb and the dessert vapes, and there's like the fruits and stuff in there, as well as like having like a tobacco vape in there. It's good that they've got like a good mixture of different flavors that people could purchase and really enjoy. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's entirely up to up to the consumer whether they buy it or not. I mean, we can only give our points of view from like our flavors. Like everyone's taste is subjective and different. And but yeah, so I've enjoyed pretty much all of them. I mean, I purposely left that RY4 one last.
I knew you'd do that too. I knew you'd do that.
But yeah, it was actually a really, it was very good and very well. I was quite surprised that I really enjoyed that RY4 one, or the apple tobacco. So yeah, good work, Ben. It was really good.
So do you just want to go through all 6 of those names and profiles again there, Megs, in your wee document? Just to reiterate what we've been going over this
so
particular show.
I'm just going to say like, all right. So in no particular order whatsoever, we've got Dragon, which is a dragon fruit cream. We got NPS, which is a nectarine pear apple martini. Straw Bizzle, strawberry custard pie. Apple Bacco, which is the RY4 with the crisp green apple marshmallow and Bavarian cream. Sherb is a sherbet bubblegum. And New Fritter, Mexican fried ice cream.
Awesome. And they are all delicious.
Very tasty stuff.
Yeah, they're all delicious. I think that they're going to do really well with this line and any future recipes. Van has been DIYing for a wee while now. He's not new to the mixing game. So I'm really excited for them. I was much the same as yourself, Megs, when I first tried them, because when they arrived in the mail, and I know I got mine before yourself, and because I knew there was that little wait there before yours arrived in the mail, I just couldn't wait to try them, and I got impatient. And I leaped right in, and I also am really excited for them. I believe there is something there for everybody across the board, whether you're looking for a treat or whether you're looking for a new auto vape. I think there's something there for everybody, and for a relatively new vendor, a new line launched, I think they're going to do really well. And you guys know I love you to pieces. I have full wholehearted support in where you're going to take this juice line and this product line, honey. Yeah, it's yum. So kudos to you guys. NSVAPE, fucking great job. Well done, guys. So reiterate that there is 6 bottles, 10ml bottles up for grabs. The whole full juice line is available, all 6 flavours. Excuse me. Is available on giveaway that we will draw next week, next show. So you've got 7 days to enter. Once this particular video has uploaded and processed, come back and if you're watching live, and throw your hashtag down in the comments section, hashtag NSVAPERules, and that is your entry, and we will draw that on next week's show. And that is global shipping, so that is a giveaway open for all, no matter where in the world you are. And yeah, you guys, I hope you will enjoy them. Oh, just for clarity, that prize is also 0 mg, being that here in New Zealand, we can't supply retail with nicotine. So just for clarity, if you are overseas, hopefully you can get a mate or your local vape shop or someone to help you out adding nic if you need it. Try them at 0, they're lovely anyway. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, their giveaway we will draw next week, and that's a lovely range up for grabs, and I reckon somebody will enjoy them thoroughly. So yeah, we've done the juice line for today. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit if you guys have got any questions, and yeah. How are you going over there, Megs? Your internet has been a little bit glitchy today, but holding up. I'm really surprised, holding up, albeit glitchy in spots. But yeah, you doing all good over in the corner?
No, yeah, my internet's been all over the place. There were parts or where your video had actually frozen, but your audio was still coming through, which was good. It was like, so long as I can hear you, that's all that matters. And then at one point it got like quite glitchy. It was like, no, cut it out. And it was like, you know, all those kids on the internet. But no, yeah, like I ended up saying in the chat there, and it's like, yeah, Van from NSVAPE has a really solid and very good juice line, and yeah, I'm totally excited with where this venture takes them. I can see them like expanding like further with new flavors.
I can see them expanding relatively soon too, but it's, you know, a good range to launch with, and 6 is a good number to start out with, you know.
It's not too overwhelming as well, which makes it really good.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's a nice little quick menu to peruse and figure out if there's anything on the board that catches your eye, and if it doesn't, then you move along. You know, so I think there's something there for everybody. At least something. And again, everybody's palate is different, and not everybody's going to like the whole range either. You know, just because you like one doesn't mean you're going to like the others, or just because you like them all doesn't mean you're going to like new ones either, because all recipes are different. And so many people just have to remember that, you know, people can up a juice. Yeah, there's promoing brands, and there's supporting our mates, and sharing and getting the word out, and all of those things, which are all valid. But, you know, you just got to remember that not everybody's palate is going to dig the same juice as you. Hey, what's up, Gizzy? How you doing, hey? Mr. Gizzard Stew just joined us out in the chat box. So I hope everyone out there in chat is doing well. Just hanging, pretty quiet, just listening to us rambling out there. Hey, I didn't share some love out there for Kathy, and just want to throw a shout out on the video to Christine, Beauty and the Vape. She was a guest on our show a few weeks back. And yeah, Niji, Fresh, Lemmy, y'all hanging out. Vince is still here. Yeti, yeah, man. Thank you guys so much for always coming and hanging. We love you guys lots, eh? And it's quite cool now that daylight savings has ended for winter in the US now. I can't recall if Canada has daylight savings, but I'm aware it's ended in the US, which means that our time here, this current time at least, has shifted earlier in the evening for them on a Sunday night to come and hang out and watch us. So that's really awesome. And just reminding you guys that next year when we come back, Megan and myself are looking at a different day and time. We are still talking about it. Things might be changing, just depends, being that we're trying to get Meg's Coil Biz launched. You know, there's lots of things going on in the background in real life, so, you know, don't want to go into it too much. There's lots of factors in the works. We will let you all know the new time and date. If that's what's going to go down, we will all let you know the new date that we will be coming back on air in the new year. I don't want to give it to you now because I haven't exactly decided which exact week we're coming back in January. But we will be off air for a wee little break, that's for sure. So next week is our last show for the year. We still might do one Ohm Kiwis show, maybe, not sure. But for us, Ohm Kiwis, our year will be ending at next week's show when we draw the giveaway for NSVAPE. So yeah, just reminding you guys for that. We will be around, of course, still contactable, all of those things. We'll just have other family bits and pieces going on for the holiday season. Other priorities and commitments.
Yes. I mean, it was much like when you brought up the idea of doing like a little surprise show somewhere between Christmas and New Year's. I was like, I hope I can do that. I can't remember, but I know that where I am going for Christmas, there is very little to almost no reception. But if I can get myself somewhere where I can get some reception, it's like I might be lucky. Who knows, I might try and see if I can persuade the old man to, like, I don't know, drive us somewhere. Try and see if I can convince him to make an appearance.
We'll see how we go, because I'm aware that there's, just a couple of things that we'd have to talk about in regards to that happening. Everybody out in the chat, I need some Meg coils. I don't even have Meg coils.
You've had my coils though.
Yes, I can.
So you got a one up on most.
I can claim that one. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's still in the works. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not if I come launch time to just have one coil available first and then start building on it. But yeah, either that or I'll try and have at least 3 sort of going. We'll see how I go. But yeah, I'm still in the process of trying to tidy up loose ends.
Hey, just saying, Yeti, you know how to contact me, honey? Just putting that out there, love. Yeti knows what that...
So why go through Cam?
Yeah, why are you going through Cam there, Yeti? Just saying, love you. I really enjoy this apple bacco, actually. It's a different vape, I mean, I like my lolly vapes. I like sweeter vapes in general, whether they be dessert, candy, fruits, what have you. This apple bacco, I don't know, there's just something about it. I mean, the apple's there, that nice sweetness with the fruits there in general, but yeah, Van, it's a good one. I really like the apple bacco. You've done it well, honey. And it goes really, can I just say, it goes really nice on these tiger coils that I've got on my Hex right now, in the Dude. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen pictures of those that I posted yesterday for my birthday. My birthday here in New Zealand. It's my birthday date in the US right now. So yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me posting the particular build on this box right now. And yesterday I was rocking around with my D-Box and my Limitless also, with the beloved sugar baby that I held on to just for my birthday weekend. I had to. Yeah, I had to. It's just my birthday. I couldn't not be vaping sugar baby, really. Something would have been terribly wrong. What is going on out there? What is Gizzy on about? Yes, just to clarify for you guys, Megan does make amazing coils, and yes, they are part of the reason that she cranks out amazing clouds, but her awesome lungs are the other part, you know, like the being behind the inhalation of the vapor is also part of the cloud blowing. Just saying. Yeah, I must say that Megs reps the Drippin' Dolls cloud chase as well. Whether intending to or not to, you just always rock a huge cloud.
I just missed the last bit that you said.
Oh, I said whether you're intending to or not, you always rock a huge cloud. It's alright, I caught the distraction in the back of your camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
I swear she's done this for like the last two or three shows that we've done so far, and it's like, you just stop coming in.
That's usually where people go, children, and roll their eyes, isn't it?
Yep. I ended up having to mute, and it's like, you can't come in. I'm still on the show.
So if anybody's got any questions, whether they be about our juice line, our vendor today that we've been discussing, or if they be generally for myself or Megan, feel free to throw them out there. Otherwise, we might mosey on shortly, guys. I know we haven't done our full slot, but we have achieved today what we set out to do. So unless there is an influx of questions for us, darlings, then yeah, the day might carry on. So yeah, if you have any questions, we'll give you a few more minutes because I am aware of the delay and what have you. If you've got any questions for us, throw them out there and we will endeavour to answer your queries. Oh, you're matching with Gizzy.
Well, not entirely. Like, remember, like, our t-shirts are like specifically made for like our New Zealand crew.
Oh, this is true.
And
Our shirts are specific to the first original world premiere. So almost matchy. Almost. Gizzy can claim it though. He went to a premiere. It just wasn't the world one. We'll let you have it, Giz. We love you, darling.
Yeah. I'm kind of wishing that I wore something lighter. So it's like, I'm sitting here going, oh my god, you're so hot.
Oh, well, if you guys have or haven't noticed today, I've got Mr. Fagan on Mr. Vaping Vegan and his awesome coil head. The shirt, care of vapingswag.com. Link down in the description. Love you, Shaney. Shane also made this awesome little Drippin' Dolls mod rag for me, which I can't bring myself to clean any mods with, and it just sits up there being awesome.
That's okay. It's fine to have it like there. I still haven't even put that one on anything yet.
On your face.
Yeah.
I finally put it up the other day. And I've got the Oz doll one there. So that's a Drippin' Doll sticker for the Oz dolls, not the New Zealand ones. The New Zealand sticker's on the back of my laptop. Well, if you're lucky, Yeti, I will be able to talk Megs into a surprise show while we're away in our break. Because I am aware that it's a long time and you guys do want to see what we're up to. It is a bit different for us here, obviously having a Christmas time during summer compared to you guys who have a winter Christmas, and albeit not everywhere having a white Christmas, but a winter one nonetheless. So it's a different atmosphere over here. We'll see what we can do about a surprise show. If you guys get the notifications for my channel, for those of you that are subbed, hit that little bell and yeah, hopefully you'll get sent an email or a text notification that the channel has gone live, and you can come and say hey when that happens. But we will put out a show post on the Ohm Kiwis Facebook page, letting you guys know what we're up to once we have had a little bit more of a discussion and have some sort of idea of what we're actually up to, if that's going to happen, when that might happen. Yeah, like I said, we both got family obligations and commitments over the Christmas period. So Megs is travelling, I've got family travelling in from out of town, so there'll be lots of stuff going on. We just have to see how we roll. But keep an eye on our Ohm Kiwis Facebook page, and we will definitely, let you guys know what the haps is. Oh, excuse me. Gizzy wants to know who cuts my bangs. Honey, I have to actually cut it again. It's getting a bit long. I like to keep my fringe short. I cut my own bangs, darling. Yes.
Everyone needs Ohm Kiwi stickers.
Everybody does need Ohm Kiwi stickers. I have currently removed the link for that, Megs, because of our prior discussion. There's a little bit of stuff going on in the background here. I don't want to go into it, but we will let you know when some more, when the link is available again for the Ohm Kiwi stickers. Currently it's off air. There's, like I said, there's some stuff going on in the background. But currently unavailable. We will let you know. Hopefully in the new year all of those merch links will be back up and running. We'll just have to see how she all rolls, but you guys will you will know when we know if you're able to get hold of them again. We will share those links around and let you guys know what the haps is.
Yeah, at the moment we've had to keep it had to take everything kind of offline temporarily until we've sorted a few things in the background. But yeah.
Not to fear, you guys will know when you can get hold of bits and pieces again to share the love, show the support. So if there aren't any questions going on out there, then we might do our wind up, darling. Cool, yeah, they're just sort of rambling with us, conversating. I'm not seeing any questions though. Cool, so yeah, if you want to say whatever you want to say to the peeps, honey.
Cool. As always, thank you so much for tuning in and bearing with us. I'm understanding that there's like a bit of a lag, but that's okay. So long as we're broadcasting, that's fine. I just brain farted just then.
I could tell.
So, okay, yeah, I've thanked everybody. If you want to catch up with whatever I'm doing, I haven't done any updates recently due to being ill, but I can be found on Instagram under Ohm Kiwi, or I can also be found on Facebook under Ohm Kiwi. And I'm sure like Mox has chucked all of like the links and stuff into the description. So, yeah, so if you want to hit me up, do so. And yeah, and thank you. Thank you.
Being that this is our second to last show of the year, honey, is there any extra love from anyone else you would like to throw out there to have in our replay? I'm thinking of
I was actually pondering on doing that on our last show.
Yeah, I was just thinking that we could just keep plugging everybody, because next week's show we're just going to be like hanging out for the end of the year and doing the giveaway and stuff. So
yeah, well, that's why I kind of figured that I'd save it for next week's show. Then that way I can actually put a list together of people who I want to thank. Yeah, rather than trying to do it on the spot, because I don't want to miss anybody. I don't, and I know I probably will. So yeah, I'll save it for next week, and I'll compile a list of people who I want to thank for making everything possible.
making everything possible, darling. Awesome. Yeah, well, there'll be lots of thank yous next week. I know there will be. I just want to throw an extra thing, as you're not going to, but we will mention it again, I'm sure. Extra shout out love out there in the chat box to Mr. Yeti Wire. Yeti, you're an angel, darling. You're a solid background piece of the community. You don't think you're anybody, honey, but you're a solid personality that we all love in the background. And for as much as you give everybody else kudos, you deserve so much yourself. And it's been awesome watching you get your coil building biz off the ground and seeing that launch and go global as well. So I just want to give you some extra love, because having been in the background with Megan, albeit we've got other things that have tangled up in what we're trying to get happening for her, I'm aware of the work in the background before anything goes live. So yeah, just wanted to show some extra love out there to you, and of course, as we all do, but real extra kudos love, not saying that anybody else's love is any less valid, of course, to Dawny, to Dawn at Adore E-Liquid. So we might be just a couple of Kiwi chicks down here at the bottom of the world, but Dawn has shown us a lot of love, individually and as a team. Yeah, we can elaborate more on that next week as well, but there will always be solid loves from us down here in NZ, as Ohm Kiwis and as us individually, I'm sure. Yeah, Dawny, big purple hearts to you, honey, like for always. So yeah, next week is the last show, guys, so I can't necessarily use the line same bat time, same bat channel, but we will be here with those exact words next week for the last time for the year at this stage. If you want to find myself out there on social media, chuck my name into Google, MOXLEY Psychonetic, and you can find me all over the place. However, all my main links, as well as the ones that Meg's mentioned, are all down in our description, as well as the Facebook page for NSVAPE, the vendor we've been discussing today. And we tried their juice line and had a wee discussion about their new juices available out there to the globe, not just in New Zealand. And reminding you guys, we are doing a giveaway of their whole line of juices, 6 flavors, 10ml bottles. Global shipping is a giveaway available for the globe, for the world. get on that, go and watch the replay, find out how to enter and come back and throw your entry in. We'll draw that at next week's show. Big loves to all of you who come and hang out with us live every week and just chill and chat with us. And yeah, thanks. Love you guys. I mean, we're going to give out so much love next week for our last show anyway, but we appreciate the support from you all so much. Globally, NZ, Australia, US, Canada, the UK, like there's so many of you that come and hang with us or message me from across the globe and just say what's up. So yeah, we're gonna run away on some clouds, and we'll see you guys next week, I guess. As always, I elaborated on that line, remember last week, if you guys were watching on the mix show that we did last week. I elaborated that wee little vaping line to research, inform, educate and advocate. So make sure that the info that you're sharing out there in the world is the correct info, because we all want safe and happy vaping. So on that note, guys, loves to you all. Keep it real. Have a great week. We'll see you guys next week, and vape safe and vape on. Big loves to you, fam, and we'll see you next time.